To find and kill assigned targets. Avoid being killed by other players.
What's going on, guys? Wayne here and welcome to some more Assassin's Creed 3 multiplayer. Today there is a question that needs to be answered, and the topic at hand today is on trial. And to be honest, if there was a character in the AC universe right now that can be the ultimate judge, jury and executioner of this question, this what I think is a problem, it's good old Rorschach, donned in his new attire with his full white face paint, and he looks awesome, let's face it. Okay, today the question of are prestiges pointless is on the cards. Now, when I say are prestiges pointless, I mean, do they really mean anything these days? I mean, are they a sign of credibility? You know, a sign of skill? Are they an intimidation tactic, along with several other things in Assassin's Creed which have cropped up since Revelations? Today we're going to quickly look at some of these things and ultimately make the decision. Right, first off, the idea of prestiges. Now, prestiges in terms of Assassin's Creed 3 came during Revelations, and you know, it was, to be honest, I thought it was stupid from the get-go. You know, I like the idea in Brotherhood where once you got to 50, it stayed at 50, and yeah, you had the number 50, but the idea was it was a slight intimidation tactic, but to the degree where you don't really know how good the other players are. All you know is that they've reached level 50, and that's it. There's still some mystery around each player's skill. Now, as we go into Revelations, the prestiges came into play, you know, the stupid little stars. And from that point on, it allowed other players to get a bit of a heads up on other players. A heads up and a piece of knowledge, which I don't think was necessary. And now you get to the point where you'll see 22 level prestiges like the gentleman in this match, where when you see a 22 level prestige or even higher, several things come into question. Okay, first off, one, is this prestige legit? I mean, are these guys really that good? And second of all, it's a fear tactic. It's a feature that's implemented to make lower players panic to a degree. And if a prestige, a stat like 22 prestige or whatever, that kind of symbol can cause some great fear and great intimidation. And if you don't know how fear and intimidation works, basically, if you are under duress, even the slightest degree, through minor intimidation, your performance it drops dramatically. You know, all this stuff's been proven about certain environments and the way your brain works and the way, you know, you fear a potential threat, so your brain, you know, slows down its response, some of its responses, and heightens responses from others. So yeah, the prestiges have been around since Revelations, and I really don't think they need to be there because they're an intimidation tactic. I honestly think that's all they really are, and that's all they're really useful for. And I know a few of you will disagree with me. Like, yes, there are a few players out there, there are a good number of players out there, I should say, which have high prestiges on both PS3, Xbox, and even PC. And these prestiges are earned, quite rightly so, because the player is really, really good. Now, I'm not disputing that, but what's stopping them from being really, really good just having a 50? You know, a standard little 50 next to their name. Nothing, you know. It doesn't give you a confidence boost. It might give someone an ego boost, especially if you're in clans, but that's that ties into my recent videos related to clans, and I might touch upon that again later on. But yeah, it doesn't help. It doesn't motivate you in any way. I don't think, you know. Or I'm a like now. I just recently became a 6 prestige, and I don't feel any different from when I just reached level 50, and now I'm a 6 prestige. You know, I'm still the same player. Yeah, I've learnt a few things along the way, but the idea that if it was all just 50s, those few things that I've picked up will be less obvious to other opponents, you know. That's my reasoning for it. And as well with other intimidation tactics that have been put into place since Revelations, the idea of, you know, insignias and banners and little names and things. Like mine's the Stealth Master, and I've got a wolf as my insignia. And it's like, yeah, these things are fun, but tie them with the prestige and with the idea of what prestige is and how people perceive prestige, and how, well, from both sides, from an objective and a subjective point of view. You know, it doesn't help at all, and it's not a nice mixture. You know, having a cool title that you've earned through playing is one thing. Having a big ass number next to your name and flaunting it like it's a fucking, you know, a war medal, you know what I mean. So yeah, I really don't like prestiges, and which is why I'm hoping, and I know it won't happen, there is no chance in hell of it happening, but I hope as we go into Assassin's Creed 4 and beyond, you know, Ubisoft might pull back on this whole prestige thing, you know, because again, it is not necessary. The only reason why this prestige feature is in there is to basically slow down the rate we unlock all the shit. You know what I mean? And so it's like at Prestige 6 you unlock some makeup. At Prestige 7, you unlock weapons and that kind of stuff. It's only there, its only purpose is to prevent us from unlocking everything too fucking early. And yeah, that can be a good thing, because it creates a kind of personal end game for each individual player. Like for example, with Rorschach here, for example, when I decided to call him Rorschach, I was hell-bent on unlocking the white makeup for the face with this character to make the character whole. It's like Rorschach, if you don't know who that character is, he wears a hood with white blotches on it, and well, it's in reverse. It's actually a white hood with red blotches as a kind of an ink blot. So when I decided to call this guy Rorschach and I wanted to recreate that look, yeah, I fought tooth and nail to, you know, try and get to prestige to unlock that. But instead of just making it a challenge to unlock in the first place, and then you've got to fork out a ton of credits to unlock it, why not just double the amount of credits it has to unlock, or something like that? Because there is literally no other reason why prestiges need to be in this game. Along with prestiges all over the place in every other game, you know, I just don't see the point. Again, people take it too seriously and take it as a symbol of hierarchy. You know, I am a higher prestige than you, so I am better than you. No, that is not the case at all. I mean, sometimes that case does have arguments, but that is not the case at all. I mean, I'm not going to knock the player, but the match that I'm in right now, the 22 prestige in this match, I beat back to back in 3 consecutive matches, and this player was good, but in the end I outplayed them. Now, so that is just one minute example of how the you know, intimidation tactic of I am better than you, that prestige shows, just doesn't work, you know. And again, I am not slagging off Con 76k Con 76k in this video. Far from it. Great player. I had a lot of fun playing him, even playing this person, even though he did knife and offensive smoke bomb me quite a few times in this match. But still, I'm not knocking him, because in the end, like, yeah, he's probably, all it shows is that you have played the game for a fucking long time. It doesn't address any tier of skill. You know, you could have just grinded the game from day one. None freaking stop to get that prestige, you know what I mean? Or on the other hand, like, yeah, he could be a good player. So it's quite hypocritical, the whole prestige thing, and yeah, I'm probably going around in circles a little bit with this commentary, because I could have just clearly come on here and said I think prestiges are fucking stupid. Oh, trickster, don't you dare call my mother drowned in the pool of blood during childbirth, you fucking bitch. Trickster, one of my fucking subscribers, bitch. Love you, Trickster. Yeah. But yeah, those are my 2 cents on Prestige. Again, I really don't think they're worth a damn. I mean, I'd be happy if everyone went back to 50 and there was still some mystique about each player's individual skill and what they are capable of in game. But that's my personal opinion. If you guys agree, please leave a like, please leave a comment. What do you guys think? And you can click the annotations on the screen right now for more videos that I've done. And as always, guys, take care, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you all, guys. Way out. Peace!